is because like I started out, I ran into a roadblock in my healing journey. Is like I ran into the final boss. We talked about that like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And then I ran into this like obstacle to deal with the final boss. And so that was the whole worldview thing, like looking at how I built my own way of looking at the world, and then understanding like the effects of trauma, early childhood trauma, and maladaptive coping strategies, and how those have held me back instead of, they kept me alive and they kept us alive, but they held me back in various ways. And so I started with that, and then I got into AI, the AI thing, and trying to sort through that. And now I'm kind of on this, I noticed what I called soft sycophancy, that brilliant idea. I mean, I could pull up one of
here. I got one right here. So it's a couple weeks ago, me and my fiance were watching some documentary about like behind the scenes of
check this out.
One of those weight loss programs.
I opened up Claude.
Oh.
And now, like, Claude is sitting there going, Claude now connects to your apps. I'm like, okay, thank you. But I was just going to pull up a chat. Where's all my chats? Oh, man. All right, go ahead.
But anyways, we were watching this documentary about the behind the scenes of one of them weight loss shows, and they were saying that they were having them burn 6,000 calories a day. And it sounded crazy to me. Now, granted, these people are extremely overweight. Like me personally, I couldn't possibly burn 6,000 calories in a day. I don't think I could.
No, I think you.
Right. But anyways, so my point with bringing this up was same thing is the positive reinforcement. It says, I said, how much exercise would someone need to burn 6,000 calories? It was like, good question. Burning 6,000 calories in a single day through exercise is extremely difficult and generally only done by elite endurance athletes. So, but, if you're, and then but see, and it's funny because like speaking of the 5 prompts later, 6 prompts later, it starts leading you down, the next thing, do you want me to break this down more for one-time extreme burn, or how much weekly exercise would you need? So now if I would have just said yes, which I didn't, I said, would it change if the person weighed 400 pounds? And it was like, obviously, yes, it would change that, which I kind of already knew. But anyways, my point is that like 5 prompts, 6 prompts later, if you're not like fighting back against it, if you're just saying, oh yeah, because it leads you, that's why I actually started using it for the planning of the podcast, because I noticed the first time I used it that it was leading me down these paths, that it would say like, hey, I have this idea for a podcast. And it was like, well, that's a great idea. Would you like me to help you write a script? Hey, sure. Why not? Let's see. And then it's like, okay, would you like me to do the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step? It keeps prompting you to keep going further. Now, if you're asking it, philosophical questions or mental health questions, I could see how that could lead you down this bad path. Or if you're, whatever, if you're asking it about, white supremacy or something, it could start leading you down these paths.